Ali Abulaban made following the deaths of his wife and her friend. It is day 4 of the double murder trial for the former TikTok star.
House interview with a rising TikTok star accused of double murder.
It began with laughter. A man in his late 20s, dressed like Tony Montana, stood in front of a camera, mimicking the iconic Scarface accent. "Say hello to my little friend." The punchline hit. The crowd, virtual, faceless, loved it. Millions of views, millions of likes. His name, Ali Nassar Abulaban. But most knew him online as JinnKid. He wasn't just a content creator, he was a rising star. His comedy skits, celebrity impressions, and video edits stormed TikTok. One day he was impersonating Jack Sparrow. The next he was doing an Arabic dad parody that went viral overnight. By early 2021, he wasn't just another guy with a phone, he was a brand. But behind the TikTok filters and slick edits, the real story was unraveling. Ali had a wife. Her name was Anna Abulaban, 28 years old, beautiful, soft-spoken, and private, far less present on social media, far more grounded in real life. The two had a young daughter, just 5 years old. And while followers believed they were living the dream, young, successful, and in love, the truth was far more painful. Friends say the relationship had been unstable for years. Ali was jealous, obsessive, and volatile. He would check Anna's phone, question her for hours, accuse her of cheating, then apologize, post something funny online, and act like nothing happened. The camera only told half the story. By October 2021, Anna had made a decision. She was leaving. She told friends she'd had enough. Ali had been using cocaine. His behavior was unpredictable, paranoid, and increasingly disturbing. She asked him to move out of their 35th floor luxury apartment in San Diego's East Village. He agreed. At least that's what she thought. But Ali didn't move out. He moved back in, secretly. Unbeknownst to Anna, just days after she asked him to leave, Ali returned to the apartment with a plan. He used a copy of the key, walked right in, then installed a listening device on their daughter's iPad. Not a camera, not spyware, an actual listening bug. He could hear everything. And on the morning of October 21st, he heard voices, a man's voice, and laughter, and footsteps. Ali Abulaban, internet celebrity, viral sensation, and husband, picked up a gun. He knew exactly what he was going to do. The perfect image cracks. At exactly 3:11 p.m., the elevator doors slid open on the 35th floor of the Spire San Diego luxury high-rise. Ali Abulaban stepped out, dressed entirely in black. Not hurried, not nervous, just focused. Security cameras captured everything. He moved like someone who belonged there, someone with purpose. 3 days earlier, Anna had asked him to leave. They were officially separated, but Ali never accepted that. In fact, just the day before, he had secretly returned to the apartment using his copy of the key, installed a listening app on his daughter's iPad, and left it behind, hidden so he could spy on Anna. He'd been listening for hours. That afternoon, the iPad picked up voices, a man's laughter, Anna's voice. He believed she was cheating. Something inside him snapped. Ali walked straight to the unit. He knocked. No answer. But he didn't hesitate. He still had the key, still had the access, still felt entitled to that space, to her. He unlocked the door, pushed it open, and stepped into what used to be his home. Inside the apartment were two people, Anna Abulaban, 28, a young mother trying to start over, and her friend, 29-year-old Raymond Michael Chavez, sitting on the couch. Ali didn't shout, didn't speak, didn't warn. He pulled out a pistol. The first 3 bullets struck Raymond. He collapsed instantly. No time to react. Then Ali turned to Anna. and with chilling precision fired a single bullet to her forehead. She dropped to the floor. One moment, 2 lives. Gone. There were no defensive wounds, no sign of a struggle. It wasn't an argument. It wasn't passion. It was execution. Neighbors heard the shots and dialed 911. But by then, Ali was already back in the elevator, heading down. Still in black, still calm. As he exited the building, no one stopped him. No alarms were raised. No one suspected that the man who had just stepped out was a killer. He climbed into his car, started the engine, and drove, not to flee, but to pick up his 5-year-old daughter from school, the same child whose iPad he had used to spy on her mother. On the way, he made a phone call to his own mother, and what he said froze her blood. "I shot Anna. I killed her." His mother panicked, pleaded with him, told him to pull over, told him not to do anything else, not to hurt the little girl, not to take his own life. She called the police immediately. By 5:30 p.m., a SWAT team had located his car on Interstate 15. They formed a barricade surrounding him. Ali stopped, stepped out, placed the gun on the dashboard, raised his hands, and surrendered, quietly, without resistance. Inside the car, his 5-year-old daughter sat in the back seat, still strapped in, still in her school uniform. She hadn't been touched, but the trauma would never leave her. The trial of a TikTok star. The news spread like wildfire. San Diego police had arrested a viral TikTok comedian, not for a prank, not for controversy, but for double murder. Ali Nasser Abulaban, better known online as JinnKid, had over 940,000 followers on TikTok. His Skyrim in real-life sketches were absurd, hilarious, and surreal. Millions laughed, thousands shared. He was becoming a face you couldn't forget. But behind the scenes, the real Ali was unraveling. At his arraignment, he walked in wearing a blue jail-issued jumpsuit, face hollow, eyes red. He pleaded not guilty, but the evidence was overwhelming. Prosecutors revealed the chilling timeline. GPS data placed him at the apartment. Surveillance showed him entering. Ballistics matched the gun. And most damning of all, he confessed. On the phone. To his mother. And again, to the police. In court, the state painted a disturbing portrait. Ali wasn't just angry. He was obsessed with Anna, with control, with the image he had carefully built online. A funny, charming husband, a loving father, a rising star. But it was a lie. Anna's friends testified that she had been trying to escape. She had filed police reports, told loved ones he was tracking her phone, threatening her life, snooping through her social media. She'd grown afraid. The week before the murders, Anna had finally told him it was over for good. Ali spiraled. In court, the defense argued mental illness. They said he had been struggling with paranoia, delusions, and possible PTSD from a traumatic past. They called him a man in crisis, a father pushed too far, a husband broken by betrayal. But prosecutors pushed back hard. This wasn't psychosis, they argued. This was premeditation. He installed spyware. He brought a gun. He walked into that apartment knowing exactly what he was going to do. The trial lasted weeks, but the jury didn't need long. On May 20th, 2024, they returned the verdict. Guilty. On both counts of first-degree murder. Ali Abulaban showed little emotion. No tears, no outburst, just silence. The same silence he left behind in that blood-soaked apartment. The judge sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Anna's family wept. Raymond's loved ones stared forward, stone-faced. Justice had been served, but the scars would never fade. what the internet never saw. To the world, he was funny. A goofball in a hoodie, doing Skyrim impressions, making millions laugh, mimicking game sound effects, creating viral magic from his phone. But behind the screen, behind every edit, every upload, there was a man spinning out of control. The comments never saw the late-night arguments, the bruises Anna hid, the friends she confided in, whispering she was scared, the screenshots of threats, the broken doors, the police reports. Anna tried to leave. She unfollowed him on Instagram. She started reclaiming her life. She reached out to friends. She even told some, "If anything happens to me, it's Ali." But the algorithm doesn't detect danger. It doesn't flag obsession. It rewards attention. And Ali was addicted, not just to fame, but to control. He documented his life on TikTok. He posted cute videos with their daughter. He filmed sketches about being a jealous husband. Videos that, in hindsight, felt more like confession than comedy. After the murders, some fans defended him, said he snapped, that he was just hurting. But 2 lives were gone, forever. Anna was 28. Raymond was 29. Both were trying to move on, to live freely. Neither made it out of that apartment, and their daughter, just 5 years old, was left orphaned. Today, Ali Abulaban is serving life without parole. No phone, no audience, no likes, just silence. And TikTok has long since moved on. New trends, new stars, new distractions. But behind every trending sound, every perfect post, sometimes lies a darker story. And sometimes the person who made you laugh was never smiling at all. If this story moved you, don't let it disappear in the algorithm. Share it. Talk about it. Because behind every trending creator, there may be a truth no one sees. At Crimes Behind the Screen, we uncover the cases buried beneath fame. Subscribe for more real stories, not just to watch, but to remember. Stay aware, stay curious, and never forget the faces behind the headlines.